Everyone, it's time to go!
Oh, there is a stool up there. I didn't see it. I was too short to see the stool up here, but I did see the rope. Man. I just like, you know, I don't know if you guys know this, but comedians are all kind of low-key suicidal, and this just feels like a fucking taunt. Like, do it! Do it! Like, I fucking don't know whether I want to hang from it or climb it or what. Are people still talking about that little hottie body that capped the CEO? I worked 12 years in health insurance, and all I have to say is, it was about time, actually. We got mom threats like all the time, and I'd be on the phone with them and get fair. Do you have her address? Okay, noted. I have a much more civilized and honest job right now. I am a supervisor of a warehouse full of felons. It's a way better job. I'm way happier, and like I said, they're way more civilized, they're way more honest, and you know they're criminals. They don't pretend like they're not criminals. They don't pretend, and I don't pretend they're not criminals either. Our work gets hard, and it's like, fuck, I've smelled it all day. I know somebody's got a goddamn dab pen in their pocket. We got shit to do. Whip it out, pass it around, and get shit done. God damn it. I don't judge a bitch. We don't have P-tests. It is great, but they are wild, and every once in a while they start acting like they're still on the yard in prison. And for whatever reason, they're terrified of me, mostly because I am not afraid of them. And I'll come in and break it up and be like, God damn it, get back to work! I've had it! Get that good voice of mom going. That terrifies everybody. And they were kicking off, and I had to do that. And one of them that is a little bit nicer, you know, he's like 6'4", 300 pounds, 2 teardrop tattoos. And he comes shuffling up, and he's like, I'm sorry. Most of us were not raised with good male guidance, so we just don't know how to behave. And I was like, well, fine. You got me now, and you just listen to what I say. So you know what that means. Now these motherfuckers call me daddy. And they love it. Daddy! Oh, fuck you. I hope y'all die in a fiery car accident. Jesus. Y'all have any hippies in the house? Just one. Okay, I'm only gonna offend one. Okay, anybody have some really good hippie friends? They're great friends, but their problem-solving skills are questionable. You know, you say you got something going on, and they're like, well, Mercury is in retrograde. I don't care if Freddie Mercury drank Gatorade. I don't know what that has to do with my problems right now. And I was having a rough time, and one of my hippie friends was like, let's take you for a massage. And I was like, actually, that sounds awesome. That sounds really awesome. And they're like, I've got you signed up for some Reiki. I'll go with you. Yo, do you know what Reiki is? The audacity that they call it a massage. Because it's just a patchouli soaked bitch hovering her hands over you and humming and occasionally waving a crystal for fucking 45 minutes and flipping over and do this. I don't know why the rest of y'all go for a massage, but I go for the happy ending. Alright? And there is going to be no happy ending with a Reiki massage. I guarantee it. So then we did 40 minutes of the Reiki, and afterwards my hippie friend and the masseuse all looked smug, and it's like, don't you feel so much better? I was like, I didn't feel shit. I did not feel shit. Well, your aura is so much more better aligned. Great. I didn't even, my hair get messed up, okay? How is it a good massage if my mascara is not smudged at all? Okay? Come on. So we're driving back, and I'm cranky as hell. It didn't solve any of my motherfucking problems. It didn't even make me feel any better. And my friend was like, well, I'm sorry it wasn't, what you expect it to be, but, I'm lucky, I had a Groupon for it, and it only cost $150. $150 for 40 minutes of that horse shit? You mean all along I could have made hooker pay without touching a cock? So I'm studying Reiki because I'm getting a little old. My joints are kind of like, yeah. And my blowjob game is awful. Like, if you hawk to it, I'll hawk to you. I have a physical disability. I have a very, so look at my face, I have a really narrow and high palate, which means when they say less teeth, I can't accommodate. So if you meet a guy that says, I gave him an excellent blowjob, he's packing that. Just saying. Doesn't have a lot going on there, because that's the only way it's gonna. Anyway, whatever. I'm kind of off kilter tonight. I have my usual Friday night. I drank White Claw and tequila and passed out in a friend's pile of dirty laundry. And I'm over 50. I need a bed. I need a bed to sleep in, or else my brain doesn't work very well. So. Coming here, though, I gotta tell you, speaking of partying, coming here, I left a house party like a year ago, and I was driving home. We hung out. It was one of those parties where we got drunk multiple times. Like, you get drunk, have dinner, sober up, drink more. And I was like, I can drive home now. And I'm driving home, and I'm like, and I see the Crunch Business parking lot is full. And I was like, in the middle of the night, and then I realized it's 6 a.m. Shit, we went a little hard, didn't we? We went a little hard. And who goes to work out at 6 a.m. on a Sunday? Get a life! Like, have some fun. I mean, fitness is important, and taking care of yourself is important, but have some goddamn fun, too. Don't be so rigid. Don't be so stringent. Says the woman who's taken a vow of abstinence. Yeah, no, I mean it. I'm so serious about it. I redecorated my bedroom with a neon light that I stole from a gas station. It just slowly goes. So, service. Only. People are like, why? It's because I like men. I love men. More accurately, I love men. And y'all are fucking nasty, okay? You're just nasty. You're just nasty. You can't help yourself. That's the way nature or God or whatever you believe in made you. And odds are pretty good. There's at least one little sweet little vanilla bean in the audience tonight that's like, not me. I'm not dirty at all. I always ask for consent. I never ask. I'm just very vanilla. I don't do. It's always missionary, and it's never anything dirty. Yeah, even you, motherfucker. Even you, ladies. If I'm lying, I'm dying. You guys can yell out at any moment. Go, you were right. And even the most vanilla bean dude, when you're doing that thing, but I have a physical handicap for it. That thing. What does every one of these motherfuckers ask for? Look me in the eye. What? First of all, idiot, have a figure to support that possibility. I have older men that's like, they got the tool shed going on. What am I supposed to do? Lollipop and pop up? Like a gopher? Is that doing it for you, baby? Yeah. God, my back is getting sore. Are you gonna come yet? And then in my age group, they've all got ED at some level or another. It's like, yeah, they're not gonna stay hard for that. So the next thing you know, I just look like a mere figure to support that request that we all love so much. Do you gentlemen like take your personal Jackatorian trips in front of a mirror? No, you do not. Because you instinctively know in your heart of hearts that every fucking one of you, right before you blart, look like a gorilla failing a calculus exam. Don't make me laugh with your dick in my mouth. It is an uncomfortable moment for both parties involved. And then once we get back to the fucking erectile dysfunction thing, I mean, come on. Be reasonable. No, but I have given up sex, and, I have to tell you, part of it is that I besides the dirty, I like sweet, gentle nerves, but then I'm myself a sexual submissive. So basically it's two submissives. Two submissives, who's gonna lead the parade, basically? Because there's nobody to be like, it's go time. You just kind of wander around. So yeah, I need to find somehow, some way, the sweet nerd that is just gonna fuck me as hard as Bob Lazar fucked Area 51. And I don't think that's gonna happen. A few of you got that. A few of my people were in the crowd. Woo! Conspiracy theories, let's go. Oh my lord. Turkey frogs. Did you quote Alex Jones?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, we're gonna get married before this night is over. I can just feel it. I'm getting a little fucking humid. Brought a chain up underwear. I didn't know it was gonna be that kind of night. But yeah, when I did bang, when you're this type of person, I fall in love. One of my friends was like, I've seen all the guys that you've ever done that with, and I'm like, I'm sorry. And they're like, you don't seem to have a type that's tall, short, whatever. And I was like, no, it is a personality, and it's complicated. And when you're that type of person, I mean, sometimes you fall for a problem. The problem that I fell for, the problem that I wanted to have sex with once upon a time. Great laugh, dancing and wise. 6'8" and 500 pounds. If you're not laughing, you've never fucked before. This and 6'8" and 500 pounds.
Yeah.
The amount of engineering required does not exist in this universe. I can tell you, because we fucking tried, okay? We fucking tried. We started with, okay, you just get on your knees on the bed and I'll come up behind you. He was still a good few, the unit was still quite a bit above either party hole. Way ahead. And when you weigh 500 pounds, coming in with the sustained knee bend, not an option. So, and then we tried to do it like sideways, and I did that, and we tried a couple things, and finally it was like, okay, I'll put on my CPAP and lay on my back, and you can just ride me. And I was like, dude! Because by then, we'd been trying for so long, I was so horny, I would have fucking fucked the rusty barbed wire fence post, okay? I was like, yes, let's go! And you would have thought that would have worked out, but no. Because I don't know if you've ever been around a very large person when they're naked, but the first issue is that stomach tends to start, it kind of drops. So the first problem is like pushing it out of the way. so you can find. I wanted to do this, okay? This was still not slowing me down, okay? And you had to push it out of the way, and I'm a tiny person, so I had to kind of like floss down until the measured bits finally touched. Hallelujah. Okay, we're there. Okay, here's the problem. I got short legs, which means I was on my tippy toes on either side, which means all I could do was like just slowly rock side to side, which was doing nothing for either one of us. And I tried, and I dismounted. And we ended up just doing some hand stuff, which was fine. We should have just gone there from the outset. I was like, it was fine. But then he didn't call me for a couple days, and I was like, and he finally called me, and I was like, I had a lovely time the other night. When can we see each other again? And he was like, I don't want to see you again. I was like, why? He was like, I think you think my dick is too small. There's no polite way to say it's not that your dick is too small, the rest of you is too fucking big. So that ended that. That was one of my last sexual experiences too. And I do sometimes think about that, because it's like, I know me, I'm a perv. When I'm dying, one of the last thoughts that will flash through my head was the last time that I had sex, and it's like, oh God. I'm gonna have to get at least one palate cleanser before just one, at least mediocre fuck. Even though I've made this vow, what do you do? Yeah, I'm so scattered. And I'm old. I recently turned 53, and don't applaud that. Don't fucking applaud that. It's not like I succeeded at living. It's more accurate to say that I failed to die at this point. I just kept waking up. No, seriously, I've overdosed many times. I've been shot. I've been shanked. I just keep coming. I don't know why. I'm like the goddamn Terminator. Except for I don't want to keep coming. I'm telling you right now. But and when you're single in your 50s, it's weird. Really, really weird. It's exactly like dating in your 50s is like buying a jigsaw puzzle at the thrift store. There are some pieces missing. And on top of it all, once you assemble it to the picture you end up with, does it match with lumbar? And then hanging out with single 50-plus-year-old men, they're not reasonable. Men don't age in their heads. They don't. They look in the mirror and still see this 18-year-old, oh, it's like, dude, you do not look like that at all. And one of my single homies was like, I am sick and tired of fucking these grannies with their pancake titties. I was like, dude, you're 55, pancakes and what's on the menu. Put on the dig the fuck in. Where can we let you there at all? You're kind of a dick. God. It made me start thinking about myself, and it's like, Jesus. I kind of wish I had pancake titties at this point in my life. Because at one point in my life, I weighed 310 pounds. And I breastfed a number of children. So if I'm going to be completely honest, my titties are more like a non-Newtonian fluid. Like, I don't have pressure on them. They're just going to flow. I have to sleep with a sports bra on, so I wake up with a titty wrap 3 times around my body, nipple up my ass, me yelling, I did not consent to this! I did not consent to this at all! And then I got so many sweet young girl lady friends that are like summertime when it was so fucking hot. It's like, go out without a bra are you insane? Are you insane? Typically, women in my age category lose a titty to cancer. I'm going to lose one to curiosity and boredom. It's just going to walk off and start booking flights on kayak. Bitch, never days with me, right? What the fuck? You know, it sucked. It was fun in here. This is those mammograms where they smash the head out of us once a year. No, we're out. So, I mean, yeah, ladies, your titties are going to betray you. FYI, you know. FYI. I see a lot of gentlemen in the audience that use that term loosely. Could you educate a little old lady? Could you educate a little old lady? Can you help a bitch out?
Let's go.
Because I don't run around with one of those wang days. So I don't know what it's like trying to accommodate that in your life. And you see things sometimes that make you have questions. I saw something at the Walmart that filled my brains with a lot of questions. I saw the fella with the Lance Armstrong style shirt and a helmet back on his head and the clickety-clackety-clip shoes. He had a protein bar and a vitamin water. Oh, healthy, healthy, healthy. Normally a sort of thing that I would judge a bitch about, but that's not what I was judging him about. He's standing exactly like this, with, of course, biking shorts on, and no underpants. Lycra and a light sweat, it was just dick. It was just fucking dick. Like topographical map of dick. I could see veins and everything, okay? And we're not talking like a huge dick. We've all seen that guy in public with the trouser tantor that you're like, hey, have you been shoplifting at Airdrie Farms? Not on the average dick, but nonetheless just dick. All right, gentlemen, is there any way you would go out in public dressed like that and not realize your dick was essentially out in the breeze? Go ahead and answer. No. Oh, praise Allah, because then I don't feel so bad about what I did next. I tiptoed up to him and I said, hey, sweetheart. My name is Tanya. What's your name? And he stood there. He looked a little bit stunned and a little frightened. He was out in the burbs. He probably thought I was getting him to join a cult or an MLM, same difference. And he wouldn't answer me, and I was like, Pops, I'm sorry. I'm just a very old-fashioned girl, and I figured since I already knew you were uncircumcised, I should at least know your first name. Was I being unreasonable? No. So I was out to lunch with a lady recently, as us ladies love to do, lunch, you know, middle of the day drinking and a good goss is just the best thing in the world. And I thought that we were going to be having a good lunch. And then this happened. She looks at me and she goes, Tanya, you are over 50. Getting a little old to get by on your natural good looks. Have you considered wearing more makeup? Oh, the brass balls on this bitch! Who does she think she is? I had no choice but to look her dead in the eye and go, fuck you, Mom! You get Libby in their 70s, you gotta check them. My name is Tanya Cope, but my friends have shortened that to Taco. You have a good night, all my new friends.